I think they're a greedy, menacing lot.
Traffic wardens, or CEOs as they're now known, have regularly topped the list of the UK's most hated professions.
They hide round corners, waiting for you to park up, and within minutes, if you're walking away, even to go and get a ticket, they put a ticket on your car. They haven't got a human side.
But all that is changing. Their crown is slipping. They've been usurped by politicians and cold callers.
They've got a job to do.
Traffic wardens seem to be OK.
The modern face of the CEO is a smiley one. At least it is in picturesque Tenby in West Wales. Like the rest of the UK, parking is a major problem. But here, civil enforcement is altogether more, well, civil.
She go in, yeah?
Oh, yeah, she's too.
Meet Debs. She's the friendly face of parking enforcement.
I've been here 16 years. Yeah, it's a lovely place. You've got the beautiful beaches and the views.
Debs clearly loves her town, and she loves her job as well.
A good CEO, I think, somebody who can deal with situations calmly. Drive round, see if you can get on the South Parade. You'll have to drive round, not lose their head. I like the interaction with people. I was going to say, there's space there now if you want one.
She might be amiable and affable, but this lady is no soft touch.
He's sat in there.
One hard look from Debs will strike fear in any illegal parker.
OK. I know when I first started it, you're sort of like looking over your shoulder as you're booking, hoping that nobody comes back, but I'm so used to it now that it doesn't bother me. I think I've got a slight OCD. I always have to put them on the passenger side. Portrait. No, landscape.
And she has a sixth sense for parking crime.
I've got a feeling that this one's not got a permit down here. No, didn't think he had.
If Debs is breaking the mould of the CEO, the new generation coming through are even more surprising. Meet skater boy Alex.
I think I'm the only skateboarder that is a parking attendant at the moment. Most nights I just go out skateboarding, go to the local skate park, just with a few of my mates.
Alex is shuffling the deck and trying out parking enforcement over the summer.
People do question that I'm a traffic warden quite a lot.
Today, Debs is passing her years of knowledge and experience on to rookie Alex. Kind of like Obi-Wan Kenobi teaching Luke Skywalker the Force.
Alex, he's new to the job, he's learning. I think it's important to pass on our experience and knowledge to people like Alex. You know, just showing them the ropes. It's 9:20 in the morning. It's not going to rain today, so we are expecting to be busy.
She wants her young Jedi to put his powers to good use.
At the end of the day, Alex, people don't like being booked, and being calm with them will help diffuse it. How long are you going to be?
10 minutes.
OK. If we weren't doing this job, this would be just chaos all year round.
Debs has definitely been showing me the ropes, helps me out a lot.
Yeah, we've just got the divide in the markings, 2 hours on the disabled. Have a vehicle here, non-compliant. We'll start with the camper vans, Alex.
Yeah, this one's only paid £3.
Yeah, there's your first one.
Time for Alex to use the force for himself.
I don't really enjoy giving people tickets, but it has to be done.
Debs watches on like a proud parent.
Yeah, here we go.
He's very chilled out and very level-headed, which I think is really good on street. He's pretty horizontal. Is he paid?
Yeah, he has paid.
This is where I have a little problem with being slightly on the shorter side. See, from here, I can't see that they've paid.
This one has got an upside-down ticket. We can't see what time the ticket actually expires. Yeah, it has to be booked.
He's getting the hang of this ticketing lark.
You do get quite nervous actually issuing a ticket because you don't want to make a mistake and you want to be booking it for the right reasons.
OK?
Yeah, all good.
Did you reap a couple there?
Yeah, just have another one over there. It's great to actually work with someone that knows what she's doing. Show me how it's done and show me the best way to do it.
It's not a bad job in this weather, is it?
Yeah, it's lovely to be honest.
Where that parking crime-fighting duo uses the force gently, there are others in this war that use its powers a bit more brutally.
If they park like a dick, they're going to get treated like a dick and get pulled off. It's as simple as that.
You might not want to feel the force of tow truck Dave. Dave's job is to move poorly parked and abandoned motors in the busy seaside town of Weston-super-Mare.
You get a lot of holiday makers. They'll park car, caravan, wherever they want. Parking on a zebra crossing, zigzags. Parked on double yellow lines outside a police station. Probably the worst one I ever seen was somebody actually parked in somebody's garage for 3 weeks. They think they can get away with it. But unfortunately, you got mad sods like me that says no.
Tow trucks are a weapon in the war on parking. Councils across the country bring in the heavy artillery to remove vehicles that have parked in dangerous places.
Amber EML, loss of power.
And with 150,000 vehicles abandoned on our roads last year, that's a lot of heavy lifting for road warriors like our Dave.
It's a Ford Focus in white that's been parked up in Hutton Moor Leisure Centre for ages. They want it moved out the way.
He's received a call about an abandoned car in the local leisure centre car park. At least it's neatly parked across 3 spaces. But before he can tow it, he needs to release the handbrake, and that means forcing entry.
We have authority to break into the vehicle. It's basically just to get the handbrake off so that we can actually physically move the vehicle. Obviously, the people that use this aren't happy. I wouldn't like anybody to touch my car. I'd snap their neck in half, no problem at all. I have got a bit of a reputation that if I go out to a car, I am going to get it. Should be enough. Nope, not quite. Oh, you swine. Nope, not quite.
Thank God Dave is on the right side of the law. He wouldn't make much of a car thief.
Oh, get in. Trying to basically get the lock.
Dave is not a man to be defeated.
Even if there is a handbrake on, you can still pull them up.
The owner of this car will have to shell out at least 100 quid to get it back, plus fines for leaving it in the first place. They might well regret parking illegally.
Now that's what you call parking.
London is the worst city in the UK for parking and the most expensive. The average cost per hour of parking in London is 13 quid, £5 more than the minimum wage. Many of us use public transport to avoid the horror. But when you have to battle into work in the city, some unlucky folk don't have that luxury.
Bloody ages, these traffic lights. London seems to take longer than everywhere else does.
We've jumped in with 2 drivers who have no option but to try and park their vehicles in the city centre. That's a formula for parking hell. First off, builder Josh.
As soon as we get into the car, there's a parking warden there.
He and his buddy Buster have a delivery to make in central London, and they're driving in a tipper truck. Good luck parking that.
When I'm trying to find a space and there isn't one, I do generally just dump it somewhere. I've had a few tickets over the last 3 months, probably about 8 or 9, but, you know, no one's perfect. Where am I going to park around here? I think I'm relatively chilled.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Knob! There's a lot of idiots who don't know what they're doing. London, they can stick it up their arse. One of them's probably me. Can't go down there, can we? No, I'm not going down there. That looks red. Looks like there's a bus lane.
Josh is more likely to get a ticket in Westminster than any other London borough. There are 200 CEOs on the prowl here, and they issue around 1,300 parking fines every day. On top of that, it's a spectacularly difficult place to park, especially in a huge truck.
Back there. Loading only.
Bernard Sparks is a disabled driver en route to a conference in Kensington and Chelsea that starts in 30 minutes. Let battle commence.
Pick a road in a second and see if I can find a parking spot. Yeah, I'm going. It's green. Everybody's so impatient. Parking, absolutely horrendous. Trying to find a spot in London. God, you might as well try and win the lottery.
But you think he'd be okay. He's got a blue badge. Think again.
I can't see anywhere to park. As a disabled driver, you can find yourself driving round and round and round, street after street. We must have gone past about 20 side streets now and still nowhere to park. It can be very frustrating.
Go away.
This is beginning to feel like Mission Impossible.
Hold on.
We'll find out later.
That's loading only. There's only, yeah.
Still haven't managed to find a parking space.
Parking in London is frustrating on any day of the week, but imagine being pitched into the heat of that battle full time. That's the horror funeral director Phil Saville has had to face every working day for the last 31 years.
Parking is an absolute and utter nightmare.
He runs his family business in northwest London.
People actually call it the dead centre of Wembley.
And it's a perplexing place to park.
Part C, for Zone C, EV, 8 till 12, 8 till... Oh. Nobody has got a foggiest idea whether they can park here or not. The only people who know you can park there or not are the traffic wardens. And they're the ones who give you the bloody tickets.
Unfortunately for Funeral Phil, his local authority, Brent, doles out more parking fines than any other council in the UK. Over 500,000, in fact.
It's a pain in the arse. It really is.
And it seems like funerals are fair game.
Even if we've got a coffin on the hearse or a coffin off the hearse, they still want to give us a ticket. I'd like to know how they'd feel if it was one of their relatives half the time.
He faces a daily duel to get the parking he needs to do his job.
They put a double yellow line right outside the church doors, which is exactly where the hearse would stop. Which muppet came up with that idea? I was actually carrying out a huge, huge funeral. The only place we could park was on the bus stop outside the church. And the traffic warden said, "You can't park here." And I said, "OK, where would you like me to park?" And he said, "Sainsbury's car park."
That would have meant a quarter-mile walk with a 25-stone casket. Unsafe, not to mention undignified.
What the hell would people think in Sainsbury's when they see a casket coming into their car park? I thought he was joking.
He wasn't.
He's actually phoned a tow truck to come and pick our hearse up from outside the church while we're carrying out a funeral.
Luckily, the tow truck driver saw sense and the hearse stayed put.
To actually want to get a hearse towed away from a church while you're doing a funeral, they're cuckoo. The traffic wardens are nuts.
And tickets are an almost daily affair.
We've even had tickets while we're collecting somebody that's passed away in a house. They'd probably give the deceased a ticket for parking because they've been sitting there for too long. There's no limits.
For Funeral Phil, it feels like there's no escape from the yellow menace. If it's not the traffic wardens out to get him, it's the cameras that catch him out.
CCTV camera just went past again. We'll get another ticket now again. Tickets every day.
Oh yeah, there's one. Yeah. We've had 3 CCTV civil enforcement vehicles drive past with their little cameras poking through the roof on their periscopes. I'll let you know if I get a ticket through the post for this one.
Number plate recognition cameras have revolutionised parking enforcement. There are over 9,000 of them in use in the UK right now. And the jury is out as to whether they're a force of good or bad in this war on parking. But they're not just confined to the bustling cities of the UK. These covert cameras are everywhere. They've even reached the sleepy villages of our green and pleasant land. In Instow in North Devon, locals are raging about a car park that they believe is fleecing them of their hard-earned cash.
It's a con, it's a rip-off.
It's very predatory.
The villagers are convinced the privately run beach car park is a rip-off, and they're up in arms against its out-of-town owners.
We will find any way as a group to fight back.
Leader of the rebellion, Rachel Hunter. She's been caught out 4 times this year, so she's ready for war.
They probably wish they'd never come to Devon.
Cars are clocked by the camera on their way into the car park and fined £60 if they don't get a ticket within 10 minutes.
That's a camera. If it was in the car park, that would be fine, but it's not.
Trouble is, the camera is so far from the bays, the locals say the 10 minutes is not nearly enough.
If you go to a normal car park, you can go in, you can go to the machine to pay for the ticket. Whereas here, it's a race against time.
Which is made harder by the potholes on the single-lane dirt track.
This bit is single access. You can't get two cars past each other. So obviously one's stopping while the other one's coming out.
As a result, fines are raining down like confetti. 1,200 in just 12 months.
Even the man that comes and empties the dog bins has had a ticket.
The rebel army already have a social media campaign up and running, but they're not leaving it at that.
There's no point in griping on Facebook about this. We need to actually do something.
They're rising up and taking to the streets or dirt tracks of Instow. Visitor numbers to the village are down, and the rebels think the car park is to blame. So today they're warning tourists about the pitfalls of parking here.
The car park's got quite a few cars in it, so if we can give some leaflets out, they can come to us if they get a problem. Are you aware of the problems with this car park?
No.
You need to get your ticket within 10 minutes and be out within 10 minutes of your ticket expiring.
All right.
People are on holiday here. They want to be relaxed. They don't want to be rushing to get out. And if it takes them 12 minutes instead of 10, that will cost £60.
Well, there's no notice to say that on the way in, is there?
Only those there, but the writing's that small that you need a magnifying glass to read it.
Right.
You'd need a pocket full of change too. The car park may boast shiny new CCTV, but the ticket machines are state-of-the-art.
It says up there that you can't pay by mobile because there's no signal.
No, you can't. And nobody has a problem with a mobile signal here at all.
Well, I've got 4G.
There you go.
So if you haven't got the coinage, well, you're stuffed.
I've been more than 10 minutes getting change and they'll get me, won't they?
Yeah, definitely. Contact me and we'll sort it out.
Because it's
We'll help you.
nonsense. Lovely.
All right, my darling.
Not enough time to park, not enough time to get change, and not enough warning that you'll be fined once your 10 minutes is up.
Diabolical.
No wonder the parking company is doling out more than 100 tickets a month. This band of brothers and sisters are not going to give up without a fight.
We are going to take him to court. Hopefully, when we win, he'll have to pay out that much money, but that'll finish him off.
In London, there are around 900 cameras monitoring traffic and parking violations in the city.
Where are you going? I'm going down here, son.
So chances are there's a camera watching Builder Josh and his mate Buster battle for parking.
Another side street chock-a-block.
And you can guarantee a camera has clocked Bernard crawling the streets of Kensington and Chelsea.
Start and stop all the time. You're not getting anywhere.
Josh and Buster have already spent 40 minutes on a quest for a space without much joy.
Should we dump it in there? No. You can't park nowhere around here.
Hold on, hold on. Oh, mate, there's a bit of parking down there.
Hang on, they've only gone and spotted a space.
Look, what about this bit here? Man, what's this?
Loading only.
Oh, that's a disabled badge.
Oh, loading only 40 minutes.
They beat a hasty retreat to a space reserved for disabled parking or loading only. But Josh has a cunning plan.
Flick the beacons on.
It's a brief respite from the chaos.
We've got to tip her up, we're loaded. Just flick the beacons on and tip the body up. It does work, not all the time. We never do nothing wrong.
What gets me is people park in disabled bays when they're not disabled.
Bernard has been searching for a space in the borough of Kensington and Chelsea for the last 30 minutes.
Street after street, I can't see anywhere to park.
Disabled parking here is as rare as an undercooked steak.
One disabled bay I've managed to find in the borough of Kensington and Chelsea.
Bernard has a valid blue badge for parking in a disabled bay, but as he discovered the last time he tried to park in this borough, it's so fancy round these parts it's not enough to have a blue badge, you have to have a special purple one.
I've managed to find a disabled bay, but it's still frustrating because I can't park there.
Kensington and Chelsea is one of 4 London boroughs with an upgraded class of disabled parking badge, which gives the holder exclusive access to some spaces. Bernard's hunt continues. Down the road in Westminster, the cheeky boys have bit the bullet and moved on. And hey, voila, they've been rewarded with a legitimate space. Even better, it's in roughly the right part of town.
We found a space.
It's quite cheap, considering it's Covent Garden. It's only £4.90 an hour. Some places are like £9 an hour.
No, but you're not paying for it, so... All in all, yeah, it was pretty frustrating, wasn't it?
Yeah, of course, you're talking 45 minutes just to find a little space.
It's not easy.
And over in Kensington, Bernard has struck gold.
Now that was absolutely amazing. I turned a corner and straight into a parking spot.
His blue badge is valid for 3 hours in a regular bay, and he's finally found a place to park. But there's a sting in the tail.
At the moment, I would think I'm still a good 5 or 10 minutes walk from where I actually need to be. So I'll probably have to grab a taxi. Totally mad. So I would rather use public transport if I could.
In the tourist town of Tenby, friendly CEO Debs is teaching the ways of the Warden to her young Jedi apprentice, Alex.
This one's in the disabled with no blue badge. He has to put a blue badge on his dashboard.
This car is getting fined for being parked in a disabled bay without a valid blue badge. And it's an issue which gets Debs hot under the collar.
Pop it there. I don't think people that are able-bodied without a blue badge should be in a blue badge bay.
The abuse of blue badges is off the scale, with an estimated half of them being used fraudulently.
You're in the disabled. You're in the disabled. Is it your badge?
It's the Parkhouse badge.
Yeah, you can't use it without a resident.
Scams include using a disabled relative's badge without their knowledge, or even keeping a disabled relative's badge after they've died.
You could get done for blue badge fraud. You have to have the blue badge holder in your vehicle. You can't use it otherwise.
Oh, OK.
That's a classic one. It's obviously somebody else's badge that he's using. The fines for blue badge fraud are up to about £5,000. Not got his badge properly displayed. Instant ticket.
By the letter of the law, failure to correctly display a blue badge is a bookable offence.
It could be out of date, could be genuine.
Rules are rules, so Deb has no option but to ticket this vehicle.
Looks like his son's going to try and creep out over there.
Yeah, hopefully.
But when she sees the owners return to their car, she takes the opportunity to explain exactly why.
Have you seen you've got a ticket?
Oh, God, have we?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, your blue badge isn't correctly displayed, I'm afraid.
Thanks so much. Happy holiday.
OK.
That's really sad.
And we get a lot of... I was going to explain. Oh. I was going to try and explain as to why we'd issued the blue badge, but obviously they're pretty angry they've been booked.
My son's badge is valid, it's in date, and my dashboard is on a slope and it slipped across.
Oh yeah, okay. It's 35 if it's paid within 2 weeks.
Wow, how generous, I can't believe it.
You can appeal it, unfortunately.
You've probably taken a photo of it.
Yeah, but if your badge is validly dated...
Oh, it is validly dated.
We can't...
The clock slipped across, that's all. We can't...
Unfortunately, we get an awful lot of blue badge fraud. We get a lot of people that... I can see that now, but unfortunately it's issued. But if you write in...
We will, yeah.
Sometimes you do feel sorry for them. You just got to stay consistent in what you do.
People do think that we sort of make the rules, but unfortunately we don't. You need to put in there that you'd accidentally drop the clock over the date on the badge.
On a slope,
See what they say. It's always worth an appeal because your ticket is in date. I was trying to explain to that family that we get a lot of blue badge fraud, we get a lot of dates covered up. We have to be able to see the date.
It's not as if it's not a disabled car, is it? That's the thing that upsets us more than anything. It's a bit over the top, I'm sorry, but there's...
She did quite quickly get upset and she didn't want any conversation from me at all, did she? She made that quite sort of clear when the door got closed. So, OK. I think we're all ready for just a cup of tea.
They say the road to hell is paved with bad parking.
It really winds me up when I see people who can't. I think, how did you ever pass?
I definitely think that some people cannot drive at all.
But there's one man determined to change that. Meet Andy. He's waging a one-man war against bad parking.
I'm the super instructor. You only need to look round a car park and you see how bad the parking is around this country. I've seen people reverse into trees. I've actually seen people on a test reverse into another car.
Andy has commandeered a breaker's yard crammed with clapped-out motors so his parking apprentices can bash without breaking into a cold sweat.
I'm on a mission to make the country a happier place. Get out there and teach people to park properly.
Millions of us motorists suffer from parallelophobia, the fear of parallel parking. Londoner Shanique is one of them.
My friends and my family do know that I am a bad parker. They do ask me, how have you passed your test? Why are all these cars damaged? I just panic. I think I'm going to hit the car in front of me or hit the car beside me. I'm not close to it, am I? No.
Shanique is so rubbish at parallel parking, she waves the white flag and gets someone else to do it for her.
If it's outside my workplace, I'll just leave the car in the middle of the car park. I'll go upstairs and then I'll get like one of my colleagues to come downstairs and park it for me. Sometimes even my manager. No. And with the school run, I had to leave the car in the middle of the road and get one of the parents to park it for me. That's not going to happen, nope. I do need some help, please.
To take the panic out of parallel parking,
I'm Andy.
Shanique has booked 2 hours with Andy. To assess her parking skills, Andy has set up a challenging space between two cars. Time to show us what you're made of, Shanique.
So I have to park in here. Try from this way.
Hang on a second.
Somebody's cheating. Meant to reverse park.
No. No. Got it.
Full lock, no.
Oh dear, she's got herself in a right parking pickle.
She'll need a bus pass to get to the pavement.
No. Wrong way. Oh,
Gearbox, not a jukebox.
Okay. So bloody tight.
11 painful minutes later, Shanique has thrown in the towel.
It's really tight.
How much bigger do you want me to do?
About 2 car lengths.
2 car lengths?
Yeah.
You're never going to find one of them. You'll be driving around in circles all week.
But Andy doesn't have a week, so he's made it a little easier for her. Take 2. Can Shanique snatch victory from the jaws of defeat?
Go forward. Perfect. I'm in.
That attempt is a bit middle of the road. Or the pavement, at least.
It might take a bit of work, this one.
Shanique is struggling to park her tiny little Citroen. So how would she cope with parking a hearse?
Bring out your dad. Ding, ding. Bring out your dad.
That's the challenge funeral director Phil faces every day.
I'm just going to spin round. Nope. There goes the coffin.
Finding parking for the dearly departed is a constant battle.
This vehicle needs 32 feet clearance so that we can get the coffin or casket out. But I'm just going to give this a go. That is tight as hell. This is really tight. Parking the hearse at the best of times is an absolute and utter pain in the backside. Now it's just becoming worse and worse and worse. Okay. So this is the kind of scenario you get in London because you've got to take the coffin into the house.
It's no small undertaking.
OK, I've managed to squeeze the hearse into this gap, but we haven't got enough space to get a coffin out. No way.
To add to his problems, he needs a further 8-foot clearance to get the casket out.
We would have to bring the coffin out and over the bonnet of this car to go in. It's just not enough space for anything. I've actually got to sit on the bonnet of the car to shut the tailgate. Welcome to London.
After 31 painful years, when it comes to parallel parking, Phil is king of the road. Shanique is a long way off Funeral Phil's level of skill, but she's hoping a crash course with the parking professor can help bridge the gap.
Oh,
Her solo attempt to parallel park in the breaker's yard was a bumpy ride, but now she's got Andy alongside to give her some support.
Right then, Shan, we're going to reverse back so that we've got the back of our car level with the front of that one. All right?
okay. When it comes to reversing, I find it quite difficult.
Shanique's not alone. Driving a car backwards can make the best of us crash and burn.
I have never, ever parallel parked in my life.
But as soon as I see a parking space, I kind of get all cold and clammy and really nervous and worried.
I'll just abort and I'll just drive off and find somewhere else to park.
But with Andy on board, that's not an option for Shanique.
Sorry. I'm still a bit nervous with my gears as well.
We'll do it every now and again.
I say I stall sometimes.
It's a shaky start.
No.
Shanique is struggling to keep the engine running, let alone park.
Oh, I think I'm in.
Keep going, fine.
Yeah.
And do full lock the other way.
Full lock that I've... Sorry.
When you steer fast. You do grandad steering. You'll like to give you a pipe and slippers in a minute.
Okay.
Third time lucky, eh?
Okay.
Right.
Now she's firing on all cylinders.
Nice try. So you got it in this time.
With the prof's gentle guidance at the third time of asking, Shanique has successfully parallel parked. Car-crazy Cornishman Martin has got an axe to grind with his local council. His beloved Robin Reliant was the recipient of 4 unwelcome parking fines in the Cornish town of Penryn. Fines that he believes were unjust.
I was preparing to go away on holiday and I parked the Robin Reliant where I usually park it on the main road. Left it there, thought it was a perfectly safe place to keep it really while I was away. My brother picked me up from the airport, went straight back to the car. I looked at the car, we just totally looked baffled. Got 4 parking tickets, yellow lines under the car.
The Robin Reliant had mysteriously moved from a legitimate parking spot and ended up parked on double yellow lines further down the road.
This was the mystery really, and I did put it out there that it might be an alien abduction or an earthquake and the Robin Reliant slipped down the road.
Robin Reliants were a design classic made in Staffordshire in the early 70s.
They was voted Britain's worst design car.
They may well have been voted the worst car ever, but the people who love them, and Martin is clearly one.
It's a tiny car. It's kind of when I first sat in it, I felt like a giant sitting in a little noddy car. Robin Reliants are a bit of a joke, but actually you could put a Robin Reliant next to a Ferrari, but people might look at the Robin Reliant instead of the Ferrari. Don't see many of these old girls around anymore.
This is a love affair of our times. Martin was a man determined to clear her name before they cleared his bank account. So Martin turned amateur sleuth to try to solve the mystery. The parking PI of Penryn.
The car was originally left here, and when I came back, the car had been moved to here, 20 paces further down the hill than what it was originally. When I left, none of these yellow lines were here, and then when I came back, these yellow lines have been put running straight underneath the car.
If he didn't move the Robin Reliant, and she sure as hell didn't move herself, the question was, who done it?
I spoke to quite a few neighbours, but no one actually had any facts, really, of how it was done, so it wasn't enough hard evidence, really.
His enquiries didn't create any leads, but Martin was not about to roll over like the Robin Reliants so famously do.
I did have a lot of investigation, really. I was thinking that it possibly could have been picked up and carried, but there would have been damage around the chassis, and which I inspected afterwards. So the car wasn't damaged in any way.
And then there was a break in the case.
I realised that to look at the yellow lines. I hadn't looked at the yellow lines. And then I saw an imprint of the tyre. As soon as I saw this imprint, it's quite a unique pattern into that tyre, which, because it's an old tread on the Robin Reliant that they use, I kind of knew straight away. That was my Columbo moment. Ah, come here, I got another question for you. So that was it, yeah, eureka.
The tyre prints proved beyond doubt that the car had been moved and put to rest on still wet double yellows. The council accepted Martin's version of events and the 4 parking tickets were revoked.
The council come back to me and they admitted that the actual third-party company that they employed to do the yellow lining actually moved the car.
See, there are ways to beat the system.
I was quite happy with the result. The parking tickets got squashed and I got a letter of apology. It was like Robin Reliant proves its innocence.
Andy Bennett is on a one-man mission to teach the nation to park, one bad parker at a time. His pupil today is Londoner Shanique. Andy wants to put her parallel parking skills to the test.
I am a little bit worried that I might damage the car. I guess I've just got to take my time.
She's managed to parallel park in the breaker's yard, but performing the dreaded manoeuvre on the mean streets of Solihull, that's an entirely different proposition. Real cars, real pedestrians, real pressure.
Right.
Keep your cool, Shanique. Let's get this show on the road.
Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Turn, 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 keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning.
Am I going to bump into the curb? I'm really close.
That's all right, clutch down, brake, stop.
Is that straight?
Yeah. So there we go.
Okay.
See it?
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Shanique has parked the car herself without having to phone a friend.
That's really, really nice and neat to the curb.
And no cars were harmed in the filming of this parking manoeuvre.
After this morning, I'm amazed how well she did this afternoon. Very proud of her. That's much better than last time. What an achievement.
Hello, I'm happy. Thank you.
Nice one.
I think I have improved so much. Now, when I'm parking on my own, I'll be able to do it without any assistance of any of my colleagues or friends or family.
So that's one less bad parker on our roads. Another one bites the dust.
Back in Tenby, it's the return of the Jedi Alex and his master, OD1 Kenobi.
Have a quick look what's happening outside Domino's.
They've reached the end of a long, hard shift fighting parking crime, but they've still got a smile on their face.
Yeah, I had a little double act, me and Alex. He's Mr. Chilled Out with the big strides, because his stride is like that, and I'm like this going along behind him, my little legs. How is it?
Yeah, so far so good. Yeah, enjoying it.
Different from the desk job.
Yeah.
You haven't done a winter yet, though, Alex. You might change your mind.
No, I'm just enjoying the summer at the moment.
I can feel these little midges again, you know.
I know,
Just make you itch.
You can
see them on there, yeah.
They may be itchy and scratchy, but this duo will always find time to help us out in our hour of need.
No, you're in residence parking.
Sorry?
If you drop it back into that space, you're fine. Is that okay? You know, we're not all about just going out and grabbing tickets. Do you want me to stand there? Do you want to get off the road?
Do you mind?
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm hoping people will see the other things we do. So turn the wheel towards me and reverse. Straighten it up, keep going. Yeah, that's fine.
And who said traffic wardens weren't nice people?
Just another day in Britain's parking hell.
Thanks for your help.
Thank you. Ta-da.